Hello guys and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hello, my name is Drew and this is my channel where I make videos about improving my mental health and hoping that that will also inspire you guys to improve your mental health as well. As you can tell by the title, today we're going to be watching some tips from therapists, and I came across this video. First of all, I just want to say that this is by the Psych Show, Mental Health Tips from 75 Therapists. So as an anxious person, I'm going to be watching tips from therapists. I probably should let you guys know that I am not a professional by any means. I'm just a girl who has a lot of anxiety and is in therapy, so that's all. I'm very curious to see what they have to say, if there's anything I'm gonna learn. I've got a little notepad here just to jot down anything that really, resonates with me. So let's get started.
Get together with friends. If you're on your own, go outside to an event where there are people.
That doesn't really work for COVID. Which is very unfortunate, but that's okay, we've got more tips coming.
Do not hesitate to use your supports when you need them.
I feel like this is something that I definitely stand by. Talk to people, get support, even if that's like online support through internet friends.
If you are in a relationship and you want to strengthen that, spend more time together.
Don't have that issue.
To balance rest with exercise, because getting out and moving is important even though you're exhausted.
Yeah, that's kind of a big part of like why I've been doing so many challenges on my channel involving working out and just moving my body in general. I always feel so much better when I do it. I'm currently in the middle of a 7-day challenge that's taken a lot of willpower to stick to it, even though it's only 7 days, just because I'm lazy.
Life isn't always happy. Don't expect it to be. Don't chase after happiness. Find things that are meaningful to you and chase those instead.
That one definitely resonates with me a lot. I definitely think that before I started this YouTube channel, I felt very stuck. Being able to focus on YouTube has been really nice, while also, keeping my household safe and going to therapy and doing a lot of self-work that I have been making videos about. I feel like that's been really, really huge for my mental health. I totally agree with that, yeah.
Avoid the trap of comparing your life to other people's social media highlights.
Yeah, I definitely compare myself to other people. I'll see their videos and be like, oh, my videos are, not as high quality as theirs. I just get so frustrated. I'm like, oh, well, maybe I just don't deserve it kind of thing. So I definitely do get into that trap of comparing myself. Your own journey is your own journey. I think I have it on here. Not exactly that. Trust the timing of your life right there. And that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing, baby. I'm trusting the timing of my life.
If you want to identify the things that are meaningful to you, here's how you can do it.
Okay.
I want you to imagine it's your 100th birthday. You're surrounded by your closest friends and family. They start to share stories about who you are, what you mean to them, what you stand for, and what you've achieved.
I don't know why this is making me emotional.
What are the things that they're saying?
I'm gonna quickly write these out.
Learn what feelings are for. Sometimes even unpleasant feelings are doing an important job.
Yep.
Whatever you're feeling makes sense somehow, even if it's irrational. Get very good at labeling what you're experiencing inside your body.
I am very in touch with my emotions. I'm very in touch with my tear ducts. Literally anything that involves me understanding myself more makes me cry. And I think that's just because I've had so many years of kind of suppressing those feelings. Like, I've always been very emotional, I've always been very empathetic, but I think this is the most I've cried about just understanding myself and my own emotions ever. I'm gonna write that down, because it's always a nice reminder. Emotions are okay, and to just make sure that you're starting to really listen to what those emotions are so that you can continue to understand yourself better.
Do the thing that is giving you stress. Anticipating how stressful it will be is always worse.
Oh God.
Oh my God.
Calling me out. This is literally what I said earlier. I feel like I've been procrastinating filming this video because I'm a little bit nervous that some of the tips that they're gonna give me, or all of the tips that they're gonna give, are going to be things I already know. And here we are. Okay, fine.
Breathe. Seriously, just stop and take a moment several times a day to focus on breath only. You can match inhales and exhales and just slow your breath down. So you can inhale for 4 seconds, hold it for a moment, and exhale for 4 seconds.
My therapist did teach me one time for getting yourself out of panic attacks, which I've actually done this twice. I've had 2 panic attacks since I've started therapy. It's amazing how well it works for me personally. I take like a regular breath because, as my therapist said, if you try and take a deep breath while you're having a panic attack, chances are you won't be able to, which will then make you panic more. So just take as deep of a breath as you can, even if it's a very shallow breath, and then you just exhale as if you're exhaling out of a straw for 7 to 10 seconds, and that will help to lower your heart rate and just relax you. Definitely recommend that, especially if you suffer with a lot of anxiety and panic attacks. Again, not a professional, just someone who has first-hand experience with these things.
It can be easy to ignore self-care, or put it off, or believe that it's selfish to engage in at all. But we can't, Beth.
I roll my eyes at that because I just did a video about mindset habits that can change your life. Not feeling guilty about self-care is one of those mindset habits because it's not selfish to do self-care. Taking care of yourself.
Be on a schedule, including sleep. So we're not 100% sure why we sleep, but we know sleep is super important. We
don't know why we sleep? I did not know that. We know sleep is super important. Obviously, we can literally die without it, but I didn't know that we didn't know. Like, we didn't know 100% why we sleep. Proper sleep schedule is also something that I terribly suffer with, and I'm sure many, many others do as well. I have gone through times where I'm going to bed at, 10 or 11 or 12 p.m., waking up at 5, 6, or 7, and then some days I go to bed at 4 o'clock in the morning and wake up at noon. So, working on that.
Your thoughts and feelings are important. Still, your thoughts and feelings, especially negative ones about yourself, they're not facts. Your thoughts
may be irrational, but like your feelings are valid. Your thoughts are valid. Doesn't mean that they're true, but they're valid.
Do you have a thought that really scares you? A fear you can't get out of your head? I want you to write that down right now.
Do I have a thought that scares me?
Is there any way you can intentionally test this out? No. The next section is one of my favorite topics, and it's
just not during COVID. I wrote down my biggest fear. I feel like it's kind of sad. My biggest fear is that I'll be alone/single forever because I have commitment issues and also because I have trauma. / I will settle/get stuck with someone who is less than what I deserve. Or just like, someone who I think is really great, but really they're like this manipulative, narcissistic POS who is like everything I tell my friends to avoid. I'm worried that I won't take my own advice or that I won't be able to see it for myself.
Taking baths, exercise, reading for leisure, napping, and...
This is irrelevant, but I want to know, does anybody say leisure instead of leisure? Is that a thing? Let me know in the comments below. Anyways, I love taking baths.
Learn to say no. It's a lot easier if you know what your boundaries are, what you can do, and you say no when you're afraid you might be exceeding those boundaries.
Agreed.
Really well.
Yep.
Find something you love and unapologetically embrace it.
I love it. I love these tips.
Hiding books if you like them, and share that fandom with others. That fandom part is so important to connect with a community and celebrate this thing that...
I'm not like the biggest fan of sports. When the Raptors were playing whatever it was that they won for like the first time in history or something, I watched that with my grandpa before he passed. And that was really nice. Their example of sports, what would be for me, my big thing is connecting with other people through political activism. At least for right now in my life, that's kind of a big part of my YouTube channel, is that I am trying to find other things that I really enjoy doing and that are things that I might be able to connect with other people on. So I feel like that is really fun. I really like that.
And I want you to answer this question.
Okay.
What is it about this thing that you love?
Oh man, see, this is where my indecisiveness comes in, because I'm like, what thing am I gonna pick? I think I'm gonna do veganism. I know that that's not like the most popular thing, but I guess that's kind of the point, right?
Hobby, like reading for fun. Have something outside of psychology. Have something you enjoy doing that's outside of your work.
That's kind of why I wanted to get filming done and over with today so I could play The Sims.
Give yourself realistic challenges. When you fail, learn from that and try again. When you succeed,
that is what my channel's all about.
Pause thinking about my priorities each day and week and doing my best to let non-priorities slide.
Oh.
So what inside of me is going to get in the way of me achieving this goal?
My social media addiction.
And then find a way to problem solve that, to change your environment, to make it easier so that that thing inside of you does not get in the way.
So I did a week of no social media, maybe like a month ago now, I'm not really sure when. I had mentioned in that video that I might do like a month of no social media, and I think that might be a video I do pretty soon because I spend a lot of time on social media, especially because I just re-downloaded TikTok. Those are the reasons why I've been up until like 4 a.m. the last few nights, because I've been on TikTok. That one's gonna be one that I have to put a major self-timer on. I'm thinking that I might do a 30-day no social media challenge just to see how that would go for me. So let me know in the comments below if you guys would be interested in that. On my 100th birthday, people would be talking about what I'm known for, or I would be talking about what I'm known for, which is reminding people to be kind to themselves. This is something that I said to my therapist with my YouTube channel, and just feeling a little bit like impostery because I feel like I don't know enough to help people with their mental health, even though I myself suffer with a lot of mental health issues. People are always being reminded to be kind to others, but I am here to remind you to be kind to yourself as well, because not enough people get that reminder. So I am that reminder for you. I stand up for what I think is right, and I wholeheartedly believe in that. I'm not good at being a bystander. I don't like that. I didn't like people being a bystander when I was being bullied, so I don't like being a bystander for other injustices or other bullying. That I was there for others, but I made sure to take care of myself. That is something that I am really trying to start implementing into my life, especially just with self-care, and that I made a difference, some kind of difference, no matter what that difference is. Hopefully it's a positive one, but that is what I want to be known for on my 100th birthday, if the earth even makes it that long to hold me. The thing that I am very passionate about is veganism, because I feel a sense of community, and obviously that every community has drama. I won't even deny that there isn't any drama in the vegan community, but that is definitely a community that I love. But I will always make sure I'm holding my fellow vegans accountable for their intersectionality, which is the next point that I was bringing up. I am not a one-issue vegan, and I will make sure to point it out if anybody is a one-issue vegan, because that is not what veganism needs. We need everyone to have their voices heard, especially Black, Indigenous people of color, because there's enough white people talking about veganism. And also it's just a strive for positive change, especially on the environment, especially for the animals, and especially for people's health. That's it, I think. Like I said, if you guys want to check out the full video, it's in my description box below. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please be sure to give it a thumbs up, because it really does support my channel and gets the algorithm on my side, as well as hit that subscribe button and notification bell to be notified about future videos that I will be making. Also follow me on all of my social media. They're always the pinned comment in the comments, and I will see you guys next time. Bye! Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be doing, wait, what are we doing? Okay, anxious person, oh, it says 75 therapists. I thought it was 72 therapists for some reason. Yeah, I can't get comfortable. 5 textures. My dead cat on my microphone. That was probably loud. My shirt is soft. Do I look gay enough in this? Oh, I look cute today. That hurt my elbow. Hello.